Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, I'm Taylor, and this video has been a long time coming. It's like super late, but work has been kicking my ass lately. I have just been so busy. I just did a presentation that I've been working on for months. It went really well, so I'm rewarding myself. Just gonna take the rest of the day to relax, become one with the couch, binge Vampire Diaries for the millionth time, and yeah, just enjoy the weekend. So this video is going to be closing out my last Disney series. I'm gonna be doing a Q&A today, which I'm really excited about. I posted a question box on Instagram a couple of times after my trip just to see if anybody had any questions, and I got tons. So in no specific order, I'm gonna go through those today. You can probably hear that I'm sick. I'm definitely on the struggle bus right now. It seems like literally since I started my channel, I've been sick 3 times. In the last year, I've been sick 5 times, lost my voice every time. Like, it's just, I don't know, I'm going through it. So this is like new for me. This is just intense. So bear with me today. I've got some water. I'll probably be taking some sips of that, but let's get into it. So first question was my favorite ride. And I'm gonna go ahead and do like overall ride at Disney World, and it's for sure gonna be Guardians of the Galaxy. My favorite ride at Disneyland is Pirates, and Pirates is like my tried and true favorite ride. Most nostalgic, just makes me so happy. I love Pirates, but Pirates of the Caribbean in California and Disneyland is better. I'm not saying it's not fun. It's still very fun, and it's a must do for me at Disney World as well. However, it is just better Disneyland. So my favorite ride at Disney World is Guardians of the Galaxy. That ride gives so much like happy hormones. You're just pumped. It's like honestly the most excited, happy vibe ever on that ride. And I just love it so much. So, I mean, it's the best ride. My dog's like right here. She has to be up in my business because she's like, what are you doing on the floor? And go over there, my love. Go or lay down. Next question is, how much did my trip cost? So we got very lucky this last trip, and we were able to stay at Shades of Green Resort because my dad is a retired Marine. With that being said, we were able to do a 7-day stay for a fraction of the cost than we would have if we'd stayed at another resort. And we also split that room cost with my siblings. So we shared the room with 2 other people, and we split that cost. So for a 7-day stay at Shades of Green, which is a deluxe resort, we paid $750. That's just crazy, insane. I mean, that's the best deal. It's very close to Magic Kingdom. The resort was beautiful. Yeah, we got very lucky. Now, tickets is where we spent our money. We did get 6-day park hoppers, and I believe we were able to get 1 ticket at my dad's special salute pricing for a military discount at, I believe it was like $4.90 or something like that for a 6-day park hopper. And then we did have to get 1 ticket, still with a military discount, but not that special salute pricing. And I believe that one was $606. So, you know, with tickets, we paid about, I'd say just under $1,200 for, or just under $1,100 for the tickets. I'm like trying to do math with my sick mind right now. Sick mind? Sick head? I don't know. Anyways. And then flights. So we also got very lucky here. We had some remaining flight credit from a flight that we canceled. If you followed along in my first Disney series, I will pop that link here or you above. My husband and I decided that we were going to do our honeymoon at Disney World, and we had originally purchased tickets to go to Italy. So obviously those tickets were very expensive. When we got them refunded, we had money to go basically to and from Disney World twice. It wasn't the original intention, but it ended up working out that way. My voice keeps fading, but it ended up working out that way. I think I had to top off the ticket price, and it was like $200, a little over $200. I think it was like $220. So, you know, this puts us at about $2,000 at this point. And then obviously the bulk of money is spending. We took $800 to spend, and we were very like aware of what we were spending, being very mindful. At Shades of Green, we were able to eat very affordably, and we were also able to shop at the Marine Corps Exchange inside, which was also very affordable. Everything's tax-free as well. So we basically had all of our breakfasts and dinners at the resort. So we paid for like one fancy dining experience. That was quite a bit of money. We paid like $150 there for the two of us, and then some lunches and things like that inside the parks. We bring our own water every single time, and I bring my own snacks. So I usually take like applesauce and chomps. Like those are like my go-to snacks. So we're not snacking too much in the park. We were definitely mindful about money. We did spend more than $800. I think we spent about $1,000. So that brings the trip to about $3,000. I'm gonna be honest with you, for a Disney World, a 7-day trip, that's incredibly cheap. Most people are gonna spend double that or a little bit more than double. So being able to stay at shades of green and, just being very conscious about what we were spending was very helpful. We also do get Genie Plus, and that I allocated about $300 for that. And then Ubers and Lyfts and things like that. We do take a Lyft to and from the airport, and we do take Lyfts to the park if we're not vibing on like waiting for the bus. Like our comfort is always like our utmost priority when we travel, so we did budget for that as well. So probably, and I did put that in the spending money, so probably a little over $3 maybe. I didn't keep track of like everything, but I'd say that comfortably is probably what we spent. But yeah, every trip is going to be different, and it just depends where you stay and how long you stay, and are you going all out? Are you doing a lot of sit down fancy dining, or are you trying to be conscientious and eat a lot of food in your room or affordable food at your resort or something like that? So I got this question twice, and I'll pop that here. This is from Lydia Cormuli. I hope I'm saying that correctly. She has a YouTube channel, all Disney fun stuff too, so go follow her. But she asked, what's my favorite memory from my trip? And honestly, I would have to say, it's tough. I would have to say, like, when I think of like the most magical moment, two things immediately come to mind. Watching Happily Ever After brought me to tears. It was absolutely beautiful. Do not miss that fireworks show when you go to Disney World. Just so beautiful. The music, the fireworks, the castle, you're on Main Street, the smells, the vibes, the bubbles. You just can't beat it. It's a very beautiful experience. And the second time that we rode Guardians of the Galaxy, we really wanted to get I Ran by Flock of Seagulls, and we're big 80s music fans here, like hands down, big music people here. So we really wanted I Ran, and the cast member heard me and my sister talking about it in the line, and he said, "Oh, what are you guys talking about?" And we were like, "Oh," my sister's like, "Oh, we want to, we really want to get I Ran by the Flock of Seagulls." And he's like, "Oh, okay, cool." And then another cast member, because there's like two of them on each side of the cart, the ride cart. She's like, "What are y'all talking about?" And he's like, "Oh, they want to get Flock of Seagulls." And my sister's like, "Yeah, we're manifesting it." He's like, "I'll send you some good vibes." And then we got Flock of Seagulls, and I swear they did that. Like, that was definitely them. I just got that energy from them, and it was a really cool, magical moment. We were all very happy, so it was just very, very, very awesome moment for us. Do I have one packing essential? I am somebody who like packs everything I could possibly potentially need, but Disney specific, like I'm not going without a handheld fan. I don't even care. I went in January, February this time, and it was cold at night. During the day at Epcot, like if there's no shade, it's warm. I'm not traveling without a handheld fan, hands down. Like, that's coming with me, and if I get there and I forget it, I'm gonna Amazon Prime that to my resort because I have to have a fan. Do you think one park per day is the best option, or to buy a park hopper? That's really good question. Honestly, I think having the flexibility of a park hopper is a must. That is why we got them, even though I don't think we actually ever used the park hopper this time. But knowing that we can if we wanted to, and I think like something really important about your Disney vacation is that you can have a vision in mind and a plan, but it's not gonna go that way 100% of the time. It's just not. And if you force it to attempt to go that way, you're gonna be stressed. And that's just not the vibe for us. So we get the park hopper for flexibility. However, just kind of go with the flow and see what works for you. I think it's absolutely worth the money, just to even have the peace of mind to be able to do what you want to do and move about as you want to move about and not be stuck somewhere. Because it would suck if you're the last day of your vacation and you've got Animal Kingdom plans, but you really, really wanted to go to ride Guardians of the Galaxy one more time, right? So just giving yourself that flexibility, I think is the smartest thing to do, and just budget for that. When is my next trip? Well, sadly, I don't have anything for sure scheduled and bought right now, but we are planning to do Disneyland very soon. I'm not going to release that specific date yet, but we do have Disneyland on the docket for this year. I will say that. That is our home park, mine and my family's. Every single time we go visit my brother in California, it's where him and his family live, we go to Disneyland. That's a tradition. We also do Universal Studios. So that is a plan of ours this year, and my family is also talking about doing Disney World again early February or late January next year, because the weather was just nice. We were able to enjoy ourselves and we just had the best time. It was just not packed. It was just a really good time. All right, what's better, Port Orleans or Shades of Green? So in our first trip in October, we did stay at Port Orleans. Now, I will say, a Disney specific resort is going to be the best experience, hands down, no matter what, because there just are specifics that are there for you that are not available at Shades of Green, because it is a government owned property. Yes, they are on Disney property and there's Disney perks and Disney things here and there. However, it is not Disney owned. So there's just some stuff that is different. And so I definitely like Port Orleans more. You just feel like you're immersed in Disney more there. And Port Orleans is such a gem. I know a lot of people don't like moderate resorts, but Port Orleans is an exception. It's quiet, it's quaint, it's small, it's easy to get around, it's not exhausting. You're not in some far building trying to get there. The bus system is perfectly fine. We never had to stop at Port Orleans Riverside when we were there. Now I know that happens sometimes with the bus system, but it worked fine for us. We really enjoyed it. So I definitely say if I had to pick, it would be to stay at French Quarter. And whenever we do go back without my family, we will be staying at French Quarter most likely, because it was just, we loved it so much. And somebody said, will you stay at Shades of Green again? Yeah, absolutely. But the thing is, I can only stay when my dad and my family come with us, right? And that's just not gonna be the case every single time. So you do have to be an active duty member or a retired member of a military veteran forces to stay at Shades of Green. You can't go if you have a military ID and are a child of an active duty service member. No, you have to be the spouse or the member. They have to be present there, and they even have to be there to get your bus passes for you. So they have to be the ones to check into the room. The rooms have to be charged under a card under their name. It's very specific, so we can't go without my family. But Shades of Green was beautiful. Felt like home, comfortable, clean. We stayed on the Palm side. It was very quiet. We absolutely loved it. The restaurants, the food, the vibe, the whole entire area, the waterfall, I mean, just so beautiful. We went to the spa. I mean, it was just amazing. I would absolutely stay there over and over and over if the opportunity presents itself. Do you have a favorite Disney character? Man, this is hard. I've spoke about this in the past. I definitely will say Winnie the Pooh. I think for me, it's all about who the character is at heart. And Winnie the Pooh is just such a pure soul, and he's so wise and humble and innocent, and he's impossible not to love. The voice actor for Winnie the Pooh is of the best I've ever heard, outside of Elmo. I mean, how do you not love Winnie the Pooh? You know, when I was young, I loved Tigger, but as I've gotten older, it's like you watch Christopher Robin, you watch documentaries on the voice actor, and it's just like, wow, this character, it's just beautiful. The stories are beautiful. And so yeah, I think Winnie the Pooh is going to be my number one. And again, this is very hard. I love the Disney parks. At the heart of my love for Disney parks is because I love Disney. I love Disney films. I love Pixar. I love really being fully immersed in Disney since I was very, very little. This is my whole entire life, right? Well, I may just be sharing this on my vlog recently. This is something that I love all the time. On any given day, I'm watching a Disney movie. I watched Jungle Cruise last night. I'm gonna watch Coco tonight. Like, I love Disney. Now, with that being said, Miguel from Coco, also very pure of heart, just a very sweet, innocent boy, and I just love him so much. Yeah, I just love his heart. I love his character. And that goes the same for Wally. Wally, again, you have this innocent character, this pure soul that just wants connection and love. It makes my eyes water because Wally's just so precious. But all three of those characters, I think, are just so good. It's just really, really good character writing. On the fun side, I love Woody and I love Mike Wazowski, hands down. I love Woody because he's a smartass and he's just funny. I like Woody. I also like, how much he cares for his friends. And Mike Wazowski is just, he's a smart ass too. And I think I just love that. I love that he's just hilarious. I also love Billy Crystal, who voices Mike Wazowski. Billy Crystal is incredible. So yeah, I mean, I could go on and on and on about favorite characters, but those are some of them for sure, tops. All right, what's your favorite ride at each park? So Epcot, Guardians, hands down. Best roller coaster I've ever been on in my life. At Animal Kingdom, I actually really did enjoy Expedition Everest on this last trip more than I did my first time being there. However, I think Safari at Animal Kingdom, I mean, come on. It's so good. It's so good. You gotta do Safari. Or else, let's see, at Magic Kingdom, it's Pirates. Pirates all the way. I love Pirates. I've always loved the teacups. Like, that's something I have to go on when I go. It's gotta be Pirates. But to be honest with you, Big Thunder Mountain is now a must-do for me. I love Big Thunder. Big Thunder is so good. Now I get the Big Thunder hype because there's always kind of been stuff I skip over, you know, because, you know, growing up, we never got lightning lanes and stuff. Like, hell no, were my parents gonna pay for that? So we waited in lines, and you pick and choose what are your most important, right? So I never really did Big Thunder, or at least I'm sure I did, but I don't remember. Man, so good. And then at Hollywood Studios, Tower of Terror all the way. That's my favorite ride in California Adventures. Since I was little, I love Tower of Terror. That's a must-do. So good. But all the rides are so fun, guys. All the rides are so fun. All right, my Disney must-dos. Must ride Pirates. Now I must ride Big Thunder. Guardians. Have to. And I'm a big ride person. Let's see. It's tough. I mean, because I typically have the mindset of like, I'm just going to go and I'm just going to take it all in and go with the flow and go with the vibe. But I mean, I absolutely have like rides that I'm like, I have to get on that. I'll wait 3 hours. I don't care. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think that's it. Yeah, like if I went to Disney and like I didn't ride Pirates, I would be like, oh wait, what? You know, for sure. And I mean, I have to do Magic Kingdom or Disneyland. You know, like I have to. I know that that's like people's least favorite part, but like I have to. That's where the magic's born. You know, I have to do that. I have to eat up Fantasyland and Adventureland and Tomorrowland and all of that. Favorite thing I ate on my trip? That's a good question. What is my favorite thing I ate? Actually, my favorite thing I ate was sitting at the fancy dining at Shades of Green, which was like an Italian restaurant. Oh my gosh, they brought me pasta, like literally brought it out on a cart and like made the cheese, like brought a block of cheese out in a cart and like, you know, burned it. I get like torched it and like torched it in front of me and melted it on pasta and mixed my pasta in the block of cheese. It was crazy. It was so good. I mean, even the Caesar salad there was incredible. Like it was just so good. That was definitely my favorite thing that I ate. But I feel like, of course, not everybody can go to Shades of Green. So like at Disney parks, I'm gonna have to go with a churro Mickey waffle inside of Crystal Palace for breakfast. That was just so good. And then obviously to be surrounded by like the 100 Acre Wood characters was amazing. I feel like I haven't like experienced necessarily like a lot of the food, especially like at Epcot. I tried a few things when we were there, but haven't done like the around the world stuff, and there's a lot of things that like I'm like, man, I do want to try that or get that, you know. The Dole Whip's always good, but I lived in Hawaii for a few years. I had Dole Whip all the time, so I don't feel like that's like a Disney novelty for me, you know. But yeah, I'd say those churro waffles. Those are gotta have those. Those are so good. And they're shaped like Mickey. All right, my last question is Disney World, Disneyland, or Disney cruise? All right, this is, I can only give so much information. I haven't been on a Disney cruise. Now, I am whispering in Andrew's ear every day. And while he sleeps, just kidding, but maybe. I want to go on a Disney cruise. I've never been on a cruise. If I'm going to go on a cruise, it's going to be Disney for obvious reasons. Disney is elite. So I'm going to do a Disney cruise, absolutely. And I love that they have their own little island, and it's just a special thing. And I'm hoping to do that for my birthday next year or very soon the year after. Now, you must go to Disneyland, okay? That's where it all began. That's where Walt walked. That's where Walt envisioned. That's where it was born, right? You must go to Disneyland. I love Disneyland. I love that you can walk from one park to the other. Disneyland has a special place in my heart, always. That's where I grew up. That's all my little child memories. I'll pop in a little picture here, you know, when I was little. Like this is where I grew up, you know. But with that being said, Disney World is a must as well. If you have an opportunity to go to, to do Disney more than once in your life, do Disney World as well, because it's its own experience. Like, I can't even describe it. So it's like you're in a Disney country, like you're on Disney property. There's so many different parks. There's so much different transportation modes. You've got all the resorts you can visit. It's just this insane experience that you don't get at Disneyland. And Animal Kingdom is special. Animal Kingdom is just so special. Epcot is special too, but Animal Kingdom, that's something to experience. So yeah, I think it's hard, I think obviously I'm like, we should all experience each one at least once, right? But I know that Disney it's very expensive. It's not a joke. Like, it's expensive. It's not something that's like feasible for everybody to do all the time. It's not something feasible for us to do all the time, It comes with sacrifices. But yeah, I'd say my heart's at Disneyland, but I'm so glad I've experienced Disney World, and I want to go more and more because there's so much there to experience, and every time is a new experience. Hopefully I'll have some Disney cruise feedback for you guys in the next couple of years too. That being said, if you've been on a Disney cruise and you have a recommendation for which one to do, drop that in the comments below, because I would love to know. There's a few different ones, and obviously we're in Texas, so we could port out of Galveston, but I don't know if I want to do to Mexico. I think I want to go to the Bahamas, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, let me know in the comments below. But that is all my questions today, guys. It was really, really fun to do a Q&A, and I'm officially sad because this really does wrap up Disney for now, but it's just for now. We will be back. We are a big Disney family, and literally everyone in my family, except my brother. He's not really a Disney person, which is interesting because he lives so close to Disneyland too. But anyway, that's it for now, guys. Thanks for being here today. If you stuck through, I hope that you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps me out. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.